The following podcast contains explicit language and content that may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Hi, welcome to the Gay Spooky Podcast, where two funny dudes share paranormal stuff, true crime, and other scary things from around the world.
I'm Andrez.
And I'm Kevin.
And here we are in another episode.
Welcome to episode 91? 92.
Yeah.
92. Okay, thank you.
And it's like episode 93. We posted.
We guessed.
Yeah, we guessed. We're almost at 100. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then se termina mi condena. And then I'm free.
We're like that. We're like that dog.
What?
101 Deeds for Eddie McDeed.
I don't know what you're talking
That's a TV
about.
show on Nickelodeon when I was a kid about a guy that does bad things. So he gets turned into a dog. And as a dog, he has to do 101 good deeds to be turned back into a human.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. Except every episode was a mess because he's a dog. So it's kind of interesting.
So what's been happening with you?
Well, before we get too into it, I wanted to remind everyone that we have some resources on our Instagram at Get Spooky Podcast. In our bio, you can click the All My Links, and we've got a couple of links on what to do if ICE ever shows up to where you are. There's in Spanish and English, and then there's a couple places that you can donate. There are organizations that are currently helping undocumented people. There's also the links there to help Palestinian people.
Yep.
So that's not going to change. We're still supporting, and those are there for you guys whenever you're ready to support or not, or, you know.
Yep. And big shout out to Maria, who gave us a lot of resources.
She gave us a lot of resources, and we've read them, but how do we get it to everyone?
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not like we don't have like an email. We don't have an email list or anything like that. Mm-mm. So
maybe we'll add it to our links. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, that'd be a good idea.
Or I don't know. Like one thing I was thinking, and maybe I'm just thinking out loud here, of making like a Facebook page for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That way, like people can share stuff. We can share stuff. Like we can. I don't know.
Like a Facebook.
Think about
group?
it. I don't know. Like a Facebook group. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody really uses Facebook.
No.
But I don't know.
Maybe an Instagram group.
An Instagram group? I don't know.
You can never comment on those. I always get added to them from like celebrities that I follow, and then it's like I can't comment, so I'm like, delete. I'm unfollowing you because you put me in this chat that I didn't want to be in.
It's like you're downloading the U2 album on my phone again.
Yeah. Hell no.
Yeah.
In other news, summer's over.
Shut up. You're so
Every time I
annoying.
say that, you get mad at me.
Because summer's not over.
It is over. Now, I feel like you feel the pressure too because we're scrambling to do things and fit things into summer.
A little bit.
Before it starts getting cold.
It's not that it's ending. It's kind of that it's ending, but more like everyone else thinks that it's ending.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, a lot of things are ending. I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's like, it was weird because I mentioned it to you and I was like, hey, summer's over. And you're like, no, it's not. And then your sister mentioned it. And then her friends mentioned it. And you were like, it's not over. Why are you guys saying that? And it's like, we're in denial.
And then literally you got a TikTok of Chicago in the winter time. And you're like, this is going to be us in 2 weeks. Like, girl.
So it's like everybody else agrees. The summer is over.
I mean, but it makes sense because, I mean, I told you before, like, people in Chicago, they appreciate, or they struggle through the winter, like the months of winter, just for like the 2 or 3 months of summer.
And it's so worth it here. It's very fun living here.
Yeah.
So, Speaking of fun things to do here, we just had
What?
our book group meeting, our book club meeting,
Our
our
book
second
club
one.
meeting? Yeah.
So shout out to Oscar and Andrea.
We read Song of Achilles,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of an older book,
Yeah.
but it was trending for a while on TikTok of people reading it, and some people had very strong feelings about it.
Yeah.
Specifically, a lot of people screaming, crying, and throwing up at the end. If you're familiar with the Iliad, you kind of know what happens because it follows like Achilles and Patroclus. Yeah,
So it was interesting.
it was okay.
Yeah.
I think when I first read it, I was like, wow, 10. And then over like a few months, I was like, okay, maybe 9. And now I'm like, okay, it's like an 8.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't, I mean, it was sad, but I wouldn't say that like it, just destroyed me or anything. It was more like, okay, that was sad. But yeah, we all discussed it and it was fun.
Yeah. It's very fun where like, we hated doing it in high school when we had to do that, the little book discussion.
Yep.
But now we
Now it's
But
like,
now
I
we
got
get-
something to say.
Yeah, but now we get together and we're like, let's talk about this book. And I hated doing this when I was in high school, but now I love it because I'm an adult.
Yeah. No, that's true.
And we love
And I
that
think
school setting.
I think a lot of people don't read. They don't read, which is crazy. Like, I mean, with your cousins, we actually are in a group chat and we're like planning another book club
Yeah.
with them. So that'd be fun. So it's a few cousins that live in the city and a few cousins that live in Florida. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Just meeting up every once in a while over FaceTime. I don't even know how we're going to do it, but it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about more books.
I think on Barnes and Noble, because I recommended a book called, oh shoot, sorry, I should have looked it up. It's called Chlorine by Jade Song. I found it at Barnes and Noble's.
Mm-hmm.
Barnes and Noble? Sorry.
Only one.
One Noble. So I saw it at Barnes and Noble in a section called Women's Rights and Women's Wrongs or something like that.
Wow.
There's something about women's wrongs. And basically the whole section was about women that like do crazy stuff. Like some
Murder.
of them are like murder primarily. And I recommended Chlorine by Jade Song. I recommended Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Sienna on our book club, she is a big fan of the Poppy Wars by R.F. Kuang. So it's like every time she mentions it, I'm like, okay, wait, I want to read it now. So I mean, it's on my list, but
Yeah.
it was more like okay, it's on the list. Like I'll get to it eventually. So
That's fun. I guess another book that I just finished was The Bewitching by Silvia Moreno Garcia.
mm-hmm.
And she's the one that wrote Silver Nitrate.
Silver
She's the
Nitrate.
one that wrote Mexican Gothic. And it was really good.
You liked it? Like it just came out too.
It just came. Well,
Well,
I'm
don't
gonna be
spoil it.
honest. The beginning, it starts out really slow, and I was
Mhm.
like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it. But then it starts picking up, and I was like, okay, this is kind of good
Mhm.
because it's basically the main character's name is Minerva, and she is she's from Mexico City, but she's living in Boston, going to college, and she's doing a paper on a disappearance from like an so basically she like really likes this author, and so she's going to do like a paper about her or a thesis about her, and she finds out that her favorite story is actually about a real disappearance that happened at that school because
Whoa.
she went to that school.
Okay.
Well, you find out that it was supernatural. And so it like parallels the story of her grandma being bewitched by a witch, her being bewitched, and that lady that disappeared also being bewitched. And so it cuts back between the three of them, 1908, the 1930s or 40s, and then like 1999.
Mhm.
So it like jumps back and forth. So it was like super interesting towards like probably a couple hours in. It was really good. I
Yeah.
think what it did was doing a really good job of like setting up the characters, which sometimes it's hard to get through the beginning of a book because of that. But afterwards it pays off because you're like, okay, I connected with these characters. I know who they are.
Like you care about them.
Yes, you care about them, and you're like, oh no, this really shitty thing is happening to them. So I really liked it.
Okay.
I like that author.
Yeah, I mean, she does a good job at writing books in like period pieces. Would that be period pieces? Because like Silver Nitrate's set like in the 70s, 80s, 90s. No, 90s.
Yeah, 80s.
Okay, yeah. Okay, 90s. Yeah. I've been reading recently Monstrillo by Gerardo Samano Cordova, and I just finished William by Mason Coyle.
Oh.
So William by Mason Coyle, it's about AI. It's about a guy that makes like his own AI and puts like in a puppet kind of toy thing. And it's kind of horror-ish, thriller-ish kind of book. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5, honestly. Like it wasn't my favorite. Like it was okay, but I'm glad I didn't buy it. Sorry, that sounds terrible. But it's like I'm glad I didn't spend my money on it because I feel like I wouldn't have wanted to own it because it was just very disappointing. Like it sets like this idea in your mind about what it's gonna be like. Oh, AI is such a new concept, kind of. But it's set in like a horror, like in a house. But it was a little disappointing. I was like, okay, Monstrillo. Wait, what did I just say? Monstrillo by Gerardo Samano Cordova. That is about a woman that her and her husband lose their son, and he was very young, and it's about like grief and how grief changes people. So I don't want to give too much away, but
is it good?
It's good so far.
Dang. Okay, we got to do that. Another thing that I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
We finally got around to watching the Until Dawn movie and it's out on Netflix.
Yep.
What'd you think? Because you were the one that was like, I don't know.
I liked it.
I liked it too. Okay.
We spent so much time talking about how we didn't want to watch it and we were big haters, but we were pleasantly surprised. Oh, don't deny it. Don't deny it.
That was you. You said it live here on this podcast. Let's rewind it. Rewind it. Let's replay the clip. Let's replay the clip.
You think I'm gonna go back and put my own words in here? You're trying to set me up. So I thought it was cool. Like I thought what was disappointing was that we weren't gonna be able to see the game. Because the storyline of the game was so well, it was disappointing to see that we weren't going to see that on the big screen. That's kind of why I was disappointed. But I liked that it was set in the same universe. And I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Don't spoil it. Because everybody has to watch it.
It was set in the same universe, and it does kind of connect back to the game.
Why you got to ruin it? Dang.
How did I ruin it?
I think that was like one of the big things at the end that like it connected. No, it wasn't.
Halfway through, it explained something like a connection to the game.
Oh, okay.
Girl, there's a whole character. Literally 5 minutes in, you see the connection.
Yeah.
But it was good.
If you didn't play the game, you wouldn't have minded. You wouldn't have missed like the game in the movie, if that makes any sense. Like you could see the references and you'd be like, oh, that maybe I will play.
Yeah.
So
I want to stream it. I want to stream the game, honestly.
Yeah. We haven't streamed since we moved here.
Literally, it's been like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was just me, honestly. I was streaming Ghostwire Tokyo on Twitch.
And then Control, right? Or no?
No, I never streamed Control, although I want to. But I feel like Control is a really long game.
Yeah.
Like, Until Dawn, it kind of is too, but I feel like you can compartmentalize it because it is set up in chapters.
Chunks. Yeah.
So I think I want to do that.
That one would be fun because it's kind of like for the people watching, it's like watching a movie.
Yeah.
Except the person that's playing or like you watch them make decisions. And what's even more fun is if you're in a live chat, you could be like, what should I do? What should I do? And people can make choices. That's
true.
And then help you choose.
That'd be fun. We just have to get a new webcam because the one that we have, I don't know what happened. It messed up.
She didn't make it.
She crossed state lines and she just couldn't make it.
She just didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. So, okay. I'm
Let's
sorry.
jump into your case.
I was going to say, we went on a huge tangent talking about books, but so my case that I'm bringing today.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Kisaragi Station?
Yes.
Okay. But we're going to pretend like you've never heard of it before.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, good. So this is, now it kind of has urban legend status and people are like, is it real? Is it not real? Like, but to be honest with you, I've heard of many stories, not just so this is specifically Japanese, right?
Hi.
But you've heard of other stories where people go to a different place where they're like living their mundane lives, but they end up somewhere where they're not sure where they are. And they're like, I just got out of an elevator and I'm not in the same building anymore, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
So where I got my information was from kawabana.net from an article named Kisaragi Station Part 1. Then there's also another one called Kisaragi Station Part 2 from a website called medium.otakupapa.net.
Otaku Papa.
Yeah, Otaku Papa.
New name just dropped, guys.
Yeah. Then there was a YouTube video, Estación Kisaragi, la leyenda urbana más misteriosa de Japón, from Diva Misteria.
I watched that
video too. She was kind of a queen. And then also from IMDb. And we'll later...
Oh.
Something on that later. Okay.
This is the first time we feature IMDb.
Yes.
Probably not, actually.
Okay, so I do want to clarify before we start that the way that this story is set up is that this was posted on 2chan.
Okay.
So for anyone that doesn't know, 2chan is kind of like a bulletin board style website that originated in Japan. And really, like, what you would do is a lot like Reddit. You find a thread where there's like information or like something that's related that you like. And then you'll click on it, and then you can actually create a post, and people will live comment. So you'll be commenting back and forth with people. So the way this is set up is somebody posted this on 2chan.
Sorry, this is where like the green text format came from, right?
Yes.
Where it's like a little arrow, and then they write like description, and it kind of goes like that.
Yes. So basically, this is how it is. So. And the reason I want to mention this is because sometimes it'll get kind of confusing because we have the original poster named Hasumi, and then we'll have 2chan answering, but it's not just one person. It's like a comment, somebody else will comment to that comment, and then another comment, or they're directly asking Hasumi questions. So it's going to sound kind of frantic, like what the fuck are they talking about? But it's because it's different people commenting. So the following story was posted on... the 2chan, specifically a thread, and I'm going to let you read the name of the thread in Japanese.
身の回りで変なことが起きたら実況するすれ26
Or translates to thread 26, a live report of weird things happening around you. So really, we're going to try something new, and I'm going to be reading as Hasumi, and Kevin's going to be 2chan.
So I'm going to be the comments.
Yeah, you're going to be the commenters. So the following is what happened. It might just be my imagination, but do you mind if I talk about something?
Sure, go ahead. What happened?
I just got on the train, but something's off.
Okay.
It's the train I always take to and from work, but it hasn't stopped at any stations for about 20 minutes now. It always stops every 5 minutes, or at most every 7 or 8, but it hasn't stopped at all. There are currently 5 other people on board, but they're all asleep.
You haven't gotten off the train yet, have you? You didn't get on the express by mistake?
Yeah, like you said, it's possible I got on the wrong train. I'll wait it out just a little longer. If anything else weird happens, I'll come back again.
First of all, why don't you go to the front carriage and see the conductor? If he had an epileptic fit or something, that would be terrible. Go and check on him.
It still doesn't look like we're going to stop anywhere, so I'll go and have a look. The blinds or something are covering the window, so I can't see the driver. I'm on a private railway in Shizuoka Prefecture.
Did you knock on the window?
I did, but there was no answer.
Can you see outside? Can you see the names of passing stations or anything?
After leaving the tunnel, the train has started to slow down a little. We don't usually pass through a tunnel, though. It's the train from Shin Hamamatsu Station. It looks like we're about to stop.
You're not going to get off, are you?
We're stopped at Kisaragi Station. but I wonder if I should get off. I have never seen or heard of this station before.
You should get off. No, you should stay on until the last stop. I mean, the train should have started moving again by now. Shouldn't it? Hasumi, what time did you get on the train?
I got off. The station is empty. I got on the train around 11:40 p.m., I think.
I did a search for Kisaragi Station, but nothing came up. And hang on, your train's been running for an hour now? Alright, I'm off to take a bath. I looked for Kisaragi Station as well, but there's nothing here.
I think I should go back. I've been looking for a timetable, but I can't find anything. The train is still stopped, so I wonder if it would be safer to just get back on. Well, while I was writing that, I already got back on board.
Are there any buildings nearby that look like they might have people? It's cold out there, so be careful.
I'm gonna leave the station and see if I can find a taxi, thanks.
That's a good idea. Be careful. I'm doubtful that you'll easily be able to find a taxi at an empty station after the last trains have already run. And it looks like Hasumi's become a resident of the 2D world.
There's nothing here, let alone a taxi. What should I do?
Go see the station attendant or a nearby police box. Shouldn't you call 110 for now? Why don't you call the taxi company? All you can do at this point is go to the nearest convenience store. If there's a public phone nearby, you should look up the number of the taxi company and give them a call.
I called my parents to come and pick me up, but they don't know where Kisaragi Station is. They said they'd look it up on the map and come get me, but I'm kinda scared.
What happened to the others on the train? Were you the only one who got off? Hasumi, I also tried to find Kisaragi Station on the internet, but there's nothing here. You said you were near the Shin Hamamatsu area, right? I'll see if I can find anything on Yahoo.
I went to look for a public phone, but there aren't any. The other passengers didn't get off, so I'm alone right now. The station name is most definitely Kisaragi Station.
There's a chance you'll find a public phone off the station grounds. Why don't you try leaving the station? I just did a bit of investigating right now, and the kanji for Oni can also be read as Kisaragi, right? So you mean Demon Station? That's terrifying. Are you a video game nerd? When I googled it, I found a video game. Write down the previous and next stations from Kisaragi Station. Don't say there's nothing written there.
What game are you talking about? There are no previous or next stations written here.
Try walking back home along the tracks. If you start running now, you can probably catch up with the train. It's a station, so there has to be people living around there.
Yeah, that's right. I was panicking, so I didn't even notice. I'll follow the tracks back and wait for my parents to call. I tried looking before in the town information part of iMode in my phone, but it came up with some kind of error. I just want to go home.
Whether it's a joke or not, I'm gonna work towards solving this seriously.
There really is nothing around here. All I can see are grasslands and mountains, but if I follow the railway tracks, I think I can get home, so I'll do my best. Thank you. You might think it's all just one big joke, but can I come back if I run into any other problems?
Of course, at any rate, take care. Of course, just be careful your phone doesn't die. It's your lifeline right now. Don't start walking in the wrong direction, and be careful inside the tunnel. Can a phone even get reception in an area with nothing around? I think it would be better if you don't move from the station. All alone at an unmanned station on a cold night. The lights will probably turn off soon and it'll be dark. The railway tracks are an even darker trap. There's a tunnel after that too, right? And yet, it would probably be safer to spend the night at the station. This is terribly risky.
My father called. He had a lot of questions, but in the end we have no idea where I am, so he told me to call 110. I don't really want to, but I'm going to give the police a call and see if they can help me.
I think it would be easier for you to move around once it gets brighter. Could you really wait there all alone at night in some strange, unfamiliar place? Could you pass through the tunnel all alone at night on some strange, unfamiliar railway track? So could you keep walking through some unfamiliar street at night in the cold?
I tried explaining my situation the best I could to the police, but they thought it was a joke and got angry with me. I was so scared that I ended up apologizing to them.
Why did you apologize? You should call it a night. Go wait at the station for the first train. What's it like around the station? Is there anything there?
I can hear what sounds like beating of drums coming from far away mixed with the sound of a ringing bell. Honestly, I don't know what I should do anymore.
Hasumi, you need to get back to the station. It's best to return to where you were in the first place when you got lost. It's about to start. Drums and bells? It's probably just a festival.
You might think I'm lying, but I'm so scared I can't look back. I want to go back to the station, but I can't turn back.
Run. Whatever you do, don't look back. You can't look back at the station. You'll be taken away. Just run towards the tunnel right now. It should be closer than you think.
Someone just yelled out from behind me, "Hey, you can't walk along the railway track. It's dangerous." I thought it might be the station attendant, so I turned around, and about 10 meters away there was an old guy with one leg standing there. Then he disappeared. I'm so scared I can't move.
I said don't look back. Just run. Calm down and listen to what I have to say. Try going towards the sound of the drums. There should be people there. Just where are you trying to send Hasumi? That's not it at all. Hasumi is about to be taken away. That's what I'm saying. If she can, she should go back. How come you could tell it was an old guy with just one leg? Because it's an old guy with just one leg? It's probably some guy that was hit by a train and lost his leg and then died.
I can't walk anymore, but I also can't run. The sound of the drums is getting closer.
Just wait for morning. Once it gets brighter, it won't be so scary. You should have gotten back on the train.
I'm still alive. I fell over and I'm bleeding, but I'm still holding on to the heel I broke. I don't want to die just yet.
Well, it's not like things are going to get better if you stayed in the one spot anyway. I think you'll be fine if you can get through the tunnel anyhow. When you pass through, let us know and get some help.
I called home. My dad said he'd call the police for me, but the sound is getting closer and closer.
Well, let's just pray that sound isn't the sound of an approaching train. Having said that, it's probably too late for that now.
I did my best and somehow I'm in front of the tunnel now. The name says Izanuki. The sound is getting closer, so I'm going to gather up all my courage and try to get through. I'll post again once I get through safely.
Good luck. This is the end. The train and the station are gone. You can't go back. There's no one to follow. The sound you hear is a phantom of your own past. Run towards the tunnel. If you stop, you'll just be stuck between the worlds.
I've exited the tunnel. Someone's standing just ahead of me. Looks like doing what you guys suggested was the right answer. Thank you. I'm probably going to be mistaken for a monster. My face is a mess of tears.
Hasumi, wait. Don't move. Stop. It's dangerous. Who would be standing there at such a time? It's too suspicious.
Sorry for making you all worry. The person was very kind and said they would take me to the closest station. Apparently there's a business hotel or something there. Everyone, thank you so much.
Hasumi, there's something I want to ask you, so please answer. Where are you? Can you ask that kind person the place name? Are they really kind? They could be scarier than what's going on here, you know. Yeah, maybe. Anywhere. Where the hell are you? That person is dangerous. Why someone on the railway tracks at this time of night? They must have run into you while disposing of a dead body or something. Run.
I asked where we are, but he said Hina. There's no way that could be true, though.
Hasumi, get out of the car. I'm sorry, Kasumi. Where is Hina? What a strange story. So, at this particular time, some suspicious old guy just happened to be there to pick up a girl walking along the railway tracks? What was he doing?
We've started getting closer to the mountains now. I don't think there's anyone anywhere for the car to stop, and he stopped talking to me entirely.
There's no reason for even a strange old dude to be up at this time. Maybe he's not talking to you anymore because you're always on your phone? Hasumi, you're in danger. Did you tell your parents to come and get you from the tunnel? Hasumi, call 110. This might be the last time you ever write anything.
My battery's about to die. Things are looking strange, so I'm going to try to run the first chance I get. He's been muttering about something I can't understand for a while now. Just so I'm ready when needs be, I'm going to make this my last post for now. After this post, Hasumi was never heard from again. Through the entire story, Hasumi always came across as a reasonable person. She never seemed like someone who would just make things up. In fact, it was mostly the users themselves who kept pushing the narrative forward, that kept asking questions, that kept making comments. Then in June 2011, someone wrote a blog post claiming to be Hasumi, the same person who had left those messages on 2channel when they said they wanted to give the story an ending. According to that post, she really did go into the mountains with that man. She got into his car and he drove them deep into the forest, but not long after, a blinding light appeared in front of them and the car came to a sudden stop. The driver started muttering to himself again. Out of that light, a figure came running straight towards the car. It rushed up to her windows and began banging on the glass. Hasumi said she was absolutely terrified. She was trapped in a car with a man who was talking to himself, and now a complete stranger was pounding on her window from the outside. The person at the window said, "What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in this place. Get out now and walk towards the light." Hasumi turned her head to look at the driver, but he was gone. She got out of the car and ran straight into the light. As she passed through it, she suddenly found herself at a train station near her home. It was daytime and her parents were there waiting for her. She got on a train, and that's when she found out it was already April 2011. The strange part, her parents didn't seem to know she had been missing at all for all those years. From the outside, it looked like she'd been gone for 7 years, but for her, the entire experience had only lasted about 3.5 hours. She said she didn't really know what had happened to her, but she wanted to sincerely thank everyone who followed her story. Later on, someone that analyzed that that specific blog post compared the writing to Hasumi's original messages on 2chan, and they basically concluded that it wasn't the same person. The style that she had written in and kind of the punctuation, like, tipped it off that it wasn't the same person.
That didn't match.
Yes.
Wow.
But it was very interesting because it's like, if this person truly posted this story just to be fun, it's like she's never posted again. Ever.
And wait 7 years later, that's crazy. I mean, it's also possible that someone was like inspired by the story and were like, "Oh, this seems fake. Let me build on it." Because people do that, like with a lot of horror stories online, like especially like a lot of no sleep.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what
like they
kind of
add
kept
on.
It going. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, I kind of just take the story as Hasumi's story. And this extra stuff at the end wasn't the same person. So it was like, just taking into account the original story where we were reading back and forth, like this person has never posted on anything ever again.
So she got into the car, they were driving away.
And he started muttering and then disappeared.
So even like this part where you said that someone tapped on the glass and said, "What are you doing here? You need to go towards the light." That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you said that she looked towards the driver and there was nobody in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay.
So, but keep in mind, this part is the personal blog post for somebody that claimed to be Hasumi.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
I did want to add an additional detail. Isanuki, like the tunnel, doesn't exist.
Yep.
And for the train station in Japan, what they were referring to, it's set in like, it's like a big rectangle. In the middle, it'll tell you the station. So in this case, it was Kisaragi. To the left, it'll show you the end station on the other side, in the one direction. And on the right, it'll show you the station at the end on the other side. That way you know which one to take. So she was saying it's blank. It just says Kisaragi.
There's no ending and there's no start. Very creepy.
That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry, that was just more like a cultural thing. Of
I'm glad that you're adding the context, because it's like, we're not Japanese. I didn't get the context. I just thought the story was very interesting.
Yeah, and I'm assuming when this was written, Kisaragi was in hiragana, but you can also type it into a kanji, which is like a Chinese character, and it showed up as oni, which means demon. So there's
super weird. I mean, in the commenters noted that, like, they're like, "Oh, are you a video game nerd or something? What the fuck?" Like, they were saying that was like very strange, like, or kind of just like a weird thing to know, like that.
Yeah.
So I hope that didn't confuse anybody, because it was like Kevin reading more comments, and they were like separate comments.
Because it was several people commenting.
Yes, it was several people commenting.
I try to give it a little pause between.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of those people were kind of rude. Like the person that was like, "There's nothing behind you. You need to run. It's just the path." It's like, if somebody's in an emergency situation and they're lost, you're really going to comment that.
Yeah.
But again, this is a different culture, and we're going to kind of get into like the theory at the very end.
Yeah. I was going to say there are some people that were very like sympathetic to her and be like, my girl, you got to run. Or some people were like, no, go back. Like this one that says good luck. And then the next person is like, this is the end. Like,
oh my God.
What?
People have been trolling the internet since the beginning of the internet. This was like in the early 2000s. Okay. So now we've got a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
After the original poster of the Kisaragi Station thread disappeared, several others have come forward stating that they also found the eponymous station. The following poster tweeted their experience from their Twitter in real time rather than posting it on 2chan. The username was @Byakuran.
Wait, eponymous?
Yes.
How did you say it?
I don't know.
You literally just said it like eponymous or something.
Eponymous. Okay, let me read it again.
No, it's fine. It's too late.
No, because then the primos and primos are going to make fun of me.
Roast him.
They're going to know that I needed to take another English class in college because I don't know.
Seize him.
Okay. Did you want to read it the same way?
It doesn't look like it's several people.
It is. It's several people like tweeting back and forth.
Sure.
So I can be
So
Byakuran.
you're Byakuran.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So, Byakuran says, huh? Did I get on the wrong train? Shit, I was playing with my phone when I looked up, everyone was gone. Looked like that was the final stop, so I got off. Seems I really did take the wrong train. Laugh out loud, no way. The station is pitch black. Wasn't it just 8 o'clock? Shit, it's 11 p.m. Just how addicted am I to my phone? Where the hell is Kisaragi Station? LOL. The announcement was a female voice all this time, but then I heard a male voice saying the next station is Kisaragi. When I looked up, here I was. Huh? Both the station clock and my phone say 11 p.m.
Akatsuki Yume says, it's only 8 p.m. What are you saying?
No one's here, and the ticket gate doesn't open. What the hell is this? While I'm at it, there's no station sign, so I don't know whether this place is really called Kisaragi or not. I was spacing out, and they said it was the last stop, so I panicked and got off. It's weird that no one's here. Maybe I should just jump over the ticket gate. I mean, no one's watching, right?
A Nasim Kite says, calm down. Are you really at Kisaragi Station?
I have no idea. I think so, but I can't say for certain. Like, there's no signs or anything.
Jin Kudasai says, can you see this link?
I had a quick look, but I got on at Odakyu, and we've gone past that last stop.
Nasim Kite says, please calm down. I'm going to look up Kisaragi Station. If it really is true, then this is important. I'm not going to let you disappear before we've even had lunch together.
To say such a thing when I'm feeling so hopeless, it brings a tear to my eye. I try to take a photo, but it's telling me I don't have enough memory and shut down. It was working fine today, and even after deleting some photos, it's still not working.
Nasim Kite says, don't worry, is your battery okay?
I have a charger and battery backup. I went back and read that story before. I can't stop crying. What is this? I can hear what sounds like bells, but it's difficult to tell where it's coming from. It could be people. I don't want to leave anymore. Well, I mean, I can't leave anyway. Huh? The station is abandoned? It's an abandoned station? What the hell is this? Why aren't there any people? Why isn't the ticket gate turned on? What should I do? I don't know.
Jin Kudasai says, can't you use your GPS?
Hang on, LOL. The GPS won't work. Quit screwing around. Someone help me, please. I'm waiting on the bench, but no trains are coming. There's a timetable or something, but it's so faded I can't read it. The paper's all torn up and ragged. Ugh. I should have looked at it. Ooh, I found a vending machine. The address has been scraped off. Are you fucking serious? I'm gonna kill someone. I tried calling someone, but the phone was busy. What is this? Have they set their phone to refuse my calls? LOL, I'm all alone. Do you really hate me this much?
Firefly Natsu says, I don't follow you, sorry, but to the best of my knowledge, Kisaragi Station sits on the border of our world and the next. If you follow the tracks, you'll come across a station, or a certain tunnel called Katasu, which leads to the other world. You mustn't go in. I heard this from one of my followers, but apparently if you set up some paper on fire, you'll be able to return. Do you have a lighter? Inasum Kite says, is there a chimney? Anything nearby you can burn?
I don't have a lighter. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go back to the vending machine.
Grizzly underscore 325 says, you should try not to eat or drink anything from there.
Oh yeah, I saw something like that in a horror game I was playing not that long ago. You couldn't consume anything from the place that you were in.
Inasum Kite says, where are you now? The platform? It doesn't matter what, but is there any graffiti around?
I'm on the platform. I'll go have a look. Graffiti? It looks like there's something scratched here besides the timetable. It's Japanese, but it's not Japanese. It's creeping me out. I don't want to look at it anymore. The surroundings, all around me, it's black. The ticket gate is turned off and there's no one around. So I'm thinking about jumping over. If a train comes while I'm walking along the tracks, it'll be dangerous, so I'm not going to do that. Not that there have been any trains anyways.
Underscore Hannah0O says, you probably shouldn't walk along the tracks. I can't say anything with certainty, but if you come across this tunnel, I don't think you should enter it. Firefly Natsu says, this isn't a joke. It seems to be real. Whatever you do, if you see a tunnel with Katase written on it, don't go through it. You won't be able to come back. Madoka underscore 0207 says, you shouldn't go through the tunnel. You won't be able to come back. If you're really at Kisaragi Station, do you have any paper or something? Take heart.
Oi! Kisaragi Station was just a joke. Hooray, so where the hell am I? Shit, I'm tired.
Ina underscore Miki underscore Ide says, I wouldn't recommend going to sleep.
Oh, come on. I can't go over the ticket gates? I'm gonna have to crawl under.
Urutsugi says, you mustn't leave the station.
I'm getting so many notifications that I can't use my phone anymore, so please refrain for a bit, please. I mean, could someone just tell me what the hell I'm supposed to do? I was dozing off on the bench when I felt like I was being surrounded by people. I panicked and woke up, but nobody was there. The lights at the station are on, but it's dark. There's a small light above me, it's round. Everyone's telling me to get out, then not to get out, to sing, and then not to sing.
Mifuyu 252539 says, once it gets bright, you should be able to see your surroundings, so I think it would be better if you didn't move around too much.
Shit, I don't even know my name anymore.
Shiki0222 says, you just tweeted that you've forgotten your own name, so I think you should put all of your personal information on your phone memory while you still can. You won't be able to come back again. JWPATM says, hello, nice to meet you. Please calm down. If that's true, please try your best to remember your name. You mustn't forget it, or you won't be able to come back.
So, by the way, it's past 12 a.m. now.
Canaria underscore Fidelio says, it's just past 10 p.m. Your clock is wrong. Please be careful of the battery on your electronic devices. If you can, turn all notifications off and try your best to keep from using it excessively. Hati000 says, right now it's 10 p.m. in Japan. Sorry, I'm also don't follow you on Twitter. You can't get in any vehicles, taxis, or trains. If you really get in trouble, you can apparently escape. If you light up some tobacco or something with smoke, you can escape. Seriously.
My phone suddenly died and I thought I would too. Even though I turned the notifications off, I'm still getting them. Oh, I got a DM from May. Why won't the notification stop? Did someone reveal my personal address? Ugh. May told me my name and address. It feels so impersonal, man. I'm tired. But things haven't been going so well for me lately. Maybe I'd be happier if I disappeared.
Akatsuki Yume says, don't die, you idiot. Anyway, everyone's telling you to light some smoke, so do it.
How am I supposed to do that? Everything's getting hazy.
Pekoko16 says, no, you must stay awake. Is there nothing you can light on fire? And don't go near that tunnel or get in any stranger's car.
Shit. You guys look at my log and ask me some questions. The notification stopped. Man, I finally got through to the most important person in my life and they didn't pick up. Sleepy. I can't. Sorry. Thanks, everyone. Like I said, no matter who I call, I can't get through. The GPS doesn't work. Goddamn puppy, shut up. I'm so tired. But like, I'm not bitching about my phone telling me I don't have enough memory to take photos and forcibly closing. Hashtag as I bitch. Hey. So I got a call back from that important person I mentioned before, but when I answered, it was silent. They said I could sleep, so I'm gonna go to sleep now. I just remembered the last email I sent to that person was just full of crap. If I'd have known this was gonna happen, I would have sent something more serious.
Akatsuki Yume says, I tried calling you and you hung up? Asshole, do you want to get hit or would you rather die?
This is his girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I answered, but then it was silent. Stop trying to scare me. Every phone call is silent. Seriously, I want to go back. I want to go home. I'm tired. Wasn't it 12 a.m. quite a while ago? The clock just stopped at 12:07 a.m.
Aoi underscore Kuraosagi says, it's 11:36 p.m. here. Pochiko8773 says, when you tweeted that it was 12 a.m., that was an hour earlier than it was here. You're still on the platform and haven't left the station, right? Is there something nearby that might give you any clue as to what's going on, like the age of the buildings or an advertisement or something?
Where are the occult forums? Question. I'm seriously gonna sleep. Those were his last words. Hashtag sleep.
Yuzuki underscore Gazelle says, you shouldn't do that. Sunakan says, don't go to sleep. Natsunyan04 says, don't go to sleep.
I got a call from Yume-chan and woke up. And like, I'm in Odawara Station now. I had a look at all of my tweets just now. I wasn't dreaming.
Okay. So, sorry, just from the context, it looks like they knew, like they were familiar with the story, right?
Yeah, because by this time, Kisaragi Station has turned into an urban legend.
Yeah.
It's a very popular urban legend now.
And you said this was like posted like years later, like obviously on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. Twitter didn't exist till like 2010.
So they're like, what are you saying, dude?
Yeah.
And it's just interesting how they kind of had their own theories, as if like this has kind of happened before. Like someone was saying like, if you have to light some smoke or else you're gonna stay trapped there forever.
Mm-hmm.
People were saying like, do not go to sleep. Like that was crazy.
Well, it's like even in Catholic Church when they bring the incense out, it's to to cleanse. That's what it is. It's a smoke to cleanse.
Okay.
So some theories about what may have happened to Hasumi or Byakuran is kamikakushi, or taken by some evil spirits. It's a Japanese word that literally means spirited away. So what other movie has this happened in?
Spirited Away.
Exactly. Yes, they have a whole this is a whole subset that they talk about of people that are spirited away by evil spirits, and this is something that's very well known. That's how come in Hasumi's story they were like, oh, she's being taken. They were making a reference to being spirited away because that's something that evil spirits do in Japan. They take you to another world. They take you away from your plane
to their
of existence. Realm. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what people think that the Kisaragi Station is. Some kind of like an in between to you being spirited away. So
wow.
Yeah. Other people think that Kisaragi Station might be a parallel world. Well, let me give the definition of kamikakushi. It's a concept rooted in Japanese folklore and stories where someone suddenly vanishes as if swept away by otherworldly forces. These forces are often described as spirit, deities, or even demons. The idea has shown up time and time again in Japanese culture, from traditional tales to modern films, anime, and manga, like in Spirited Away, where a young girl is taken into a mysterious spirit world. There are plenty of animes where this happens too, where somebody is taken to another world. Isekais love to do that. In Hasumi's case, the strange and unsettling details in her story have led some to wonder if she experienced something similar, like that she was spirited away. Maybe she was pulled into another realm by something with darker intentions.
Whoa. And the thing is I know this legend, but I never thought of that.
Yeah. It was a very interesting theory. I was obviously I have to look into why this is happening. Another one is that she got lost in a parallel world. Another theory is that Kisaragi Station may exist in a parallel world. In the story shared on 2chan, Hasumi was able to call her parents, and that call actually went through. That small detail suggests that there might have still been a faint link between the place where she was in Kisaragi Station and the real world. But at the same time, the fact that Kisaragi Station doesn't appear on any map raises a bigger question. Did she cross over into an entirely different reality, or maybe a parallel world that exists alongside her own? Or is that an intermediary world that leads somewhere else? As the legend of the Kisaragi Station grew in popularity, others began sharing similar stories about strange, uncharted train stations they had supposedly encountered. Some of the most well-known include Hitsuka Station, described as a completely white station said to be somewhere near Tokyo. Yami Station and Katasu Station, rumored to appear just before or after Kisaragi Station. And Tsutaka Station, located in Kyoto and recognizable by a torii gate near the platform.
Oh my god.
In Japan, the term ikai refers to another world, and these eerie unexplained stations have come to be known as ikai stations, stations that don't belong to our reality. This urban legend became so popular that in 2022, a film named Kisaragi Station, which told the story of Haruna Tsunometsu, who was studying folklore at university, and she decides that she's going to cover the subject of Kisaragi Station as her thesis. So, I mean, I'm not going to ruin it. We haven't watched it and I really want to watch it, but something very similar to Hasumi's story happens to her.
We're watching it tonight.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Well, that's all I could find. But all I do know is that if you find yourself in a strange train or a non-existent station, follow the rules. Do not get off the train no matter what. If you do get off, don't leave the station. Don't fall asleep. Don't eat or drink anything. Don't forget your name. Stay away from the tunnel. If someone speaks to you, don't answer. Don't look back, and if you can, burn something.
Wow.
And that was the urban legend of Kisaragi Station.
Whoa. Okay, that's crazy. Like, I knew this, but I guess I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I was going to add, like, this concept doesn't just exist in Japan, obviously. Like,
yeah.
This exists in a lot of other places. Like, if you can look up, like, and we might do this for, like, the metro in Mexico City, where I've read a lot of stories of people that, like, are on the train in Mexico, like, late at night, and suddenly the lights go out, and then the lights come back on, and there's, like, somebody else, like, in the train with them that wasn't there before. They haven't stopped. They're just there. And then they stop at a station, and they're like, this isn't my stop. Like, I'm just going to wait for this guy to get off. And they don't. But that stop, the name doesn't exist. Like, it's unrecognizable.
I mean, it's something that we see time and time again in culture, where, like, you're doing something mundane in your life that you usually do. You're driving down a road. Like, how many times have we heard, I was driving down a road that's only 1 hour long, and I was on that road for 6 hours?
Yeah.
Or somebody that's like, I drove through, or on my truck ride, it usually takes me 3 hours or 9 hours to get from the city to another. And I was there in 4 hours, which is a story I covered before.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's like very much like similar iterations of it in a lot of different cultures and a lot of different societies. So it's very interesting.
It's also interesting. I just noticed about how there's a rule that specifically says don't eat or drink anything. Yeah. This also happens and exists in a lot of other cultures, specifically with situations like this, where it takes you to a different realm or a different world that's unfamiliar, or that's similar, but something's off about it, and they tell you do not eat. Do not eat anything from there.
The thought is, if you eat something and it's in your stomach, you can't leave that world with something from that world inside of you.
Yeah. And I think that may just be a reference to, like, Persephone when she went to the underworld in Greek mythology, and she ate a pomegranate, and they said do not eat anything while you're down there. She ate a pomegranate, and she was, like, condemned to be there forever.
Yeah.
Another one that I can think of is in the movie Pan's Labyrinth. In Spanish, it's called El Laberinto del Fauno. It's a Spanish film, but part of the movie is, like, fantasy-ish. And you know what scene I'm referring to, where she goes into another world where she, with a piece of chalk, she opens up a doorway to another world. She opens the door and goes into, like, this big house with this creature. And the creature has, like like a table full of food. And before she went in there, the fawn told her, do not eat anything from there. Do not eat anything from there.
Oh my god, that's where the little hand-eye guy is,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That was fucking
The pale
creepy.
man. I think his name is like the pale man.
Something
right?
like that, yeah.
That just reminded me of it. Like, but yeah. That was interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we don't want to scare everybody too much. So what do we have for the palate cleanser? I like how somebody commented before. You guys started the palate cleanser and then kept talking about horror stories. It's like,
We're like, okay.
sorry, we didn't mean to scare you.
We're like, enough about scary stuff. Let's talk about more scary stuff.
Hell yeah. We love scary stuff.
Oh, well, speaking about Japanese, I signed up for a Japanese class.
Segue.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have talked about that at the beginning, because it was like, what if somebody doesn't finish the episode and they're like, why is Kevin saying a lot of stuff in Japanese in this episode?
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I signed up for a Japanese class, and initially I wanted to sign up for like a level 1, but I think I accidentally signed up for a level 2, which is fine because I felt like, okay, I know how to read.
Yeah.
I know a few little words. I know how to say
I dabble.
Give me money.
I watch anime.
See, I don't watch anime. That's the thing.
I do.
But I figured I'll do it. And last week, it was the first class, because it's 8 classes. Girl, I was in the trenches. I was in the trenches. Not only is it level 2, it's session 2 of level 2. So it's like they have a book they go through, and they're like a few chapters in already. It was so stressful. They're talking about like different tenses that I've never heard about. And I'm like, girl. So literally within the week, I think, so they started on like chapter 16.
Mm-hmm.
I read through 15 chapters this past week.
Yeah.
Just to try to catch up. And I feel like I'm burnt out. Like,
damn. So quick.
But tomorrow, as of recording today, tomorrow is the second class. So I'm hoping to be a little more prepared.
Yeah.
Because it is stressful, and Japanese is definitely like a language that is not like European languages.
Mm-hmm.
Even like, because I've studied Korean, it's even different than Korean. They do have similar grammatical structures, but Japanese is way more complicated. And even then, I keep thinking in Korean sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so scared that the professor's gonna ask me something, and I'm gonna be like, "Ne."
He's like, you fail. Go back to what? Go back to the first class.
몰라요.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm excited, and I've already paid for it. There's no going back, girl.
Oh man.
But I'm excited about it.
Yeah. I guess, could I give a little school update? Is that cool if I give a school update? So, me thinking I'm a baddie bitch, right?
Okay.
I pull up to the school and I'm like, I'm gonna take my placement test for math. Early as hell in the morning.
Yeah.
So they're like, hello, this might be a little different from the last time you were in school. This placement test is called an ALEKS placement test. ALEKS.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't know much about it. Tell me why, when I sit down, I watch a video and the first question on the test is a fraction. It's asking me to add 2 fractions together.
Okay.
Did I remember how to add those fractions together? I did not.
Girl.
I did not. I was like, I thought I was completely done with school. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to show up just out of the blue and say, unprepared, didn't study. Let me take this placement test, because I was overconfident.
Yeah.
Because the first time I took the placement test, I placed in college algebra 13 years ago. That was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And so pretty much out of 30 questions, I only got 10 correct.
Oof.
So I have been studying. And thankfully, your primo has been retaining. I'm like, oh, wait, I do remember this. I remember it was just kind of like the steps to get to the answer is what I wasn't remembering. But I remembered what I was kind of supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, and then there's this whole other thing with the ALEKS placement test too, because it's like an algorithm-based test. It's not like how it used to be, which is another thing in and of itself. I forgot that people use AI now.
Okay.
So, but anyways, so I'm studying. I'm going to take it again. I'm not quitting school just because the first test beat me.
The placement test.
The placement.
Girl.
I'm not even in the door.
You didn't even make it through the door, girl.
I didn't even make it through the door. It was the first test. But you know what? At least I got 10 right. So that
30%.
Hell yeah.
Is that 30%?
I had a 30. Yeah, I think so. See,
do that fraction.
You know what? I need to go back and study percents.
Fraction.
Now that I think about it, I need to go back and do the percents.
No, watching you study for that, I was like looking over your shoulder and I'm like, can I give you like a little trick? Like, here's a little trick.
Yeah. But you know what I love about me going to school now versus 13 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. Somebody literally taught me how to do fractions in like under 2 minutes, and I got it.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a reason why Mr. J has millions of views on his videos because he's got something. He's got something.
How many placement tests has he saved people through? You
Probably
literally
a
just
lot.
could have asked me. You literally could have asked me.
No, you're kind of mean.
Because I expect more out of you.
Mr. J doesn't judge me. I just play the video and he tells me what to do, and that's it.
I'm going to be like, what's 8 plus 10?
21.
Wait, that's 9 plus 10.
Oh.
See,
I couldn't
you got
even get that meme
Damn.
wrong. I got that meme wrong.
It's fine.
But anyways, moving on.
Thank
Next
you.
palate cleanser.
Oh, I don't have a lot, honestly.
That's okay.
What did we just talked about something when like, oh, we can use that for the palate cleanser. I think all I said was my Japanese class and how I feel like I'm in the trenches. I'm fighting for my life.
Also, we just watched Fantastic Four.
We did watch Fantastic Four.
And I'm honestly impressed because every Fantastic Four movie I've watched before this one was bad, and this one was actually okay.
It was good, actually. Like,
yeah.
I mean, the one with Jessica Alba, that was good.
I don't even remember that one, to be honest with you.
It was so corny.
I don't remember that one.
It was both of them. There were two of them.
I like their little uniforms. It was like sweater material, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want a little sweater like that.
It was cute.
In Christmas time.
The one that came out like after the Jessica Alba ones
with Miles Teller.
I don't trust that
Mara
man,
Rooney.
by the way. I don't trust that woman. I don't trust those actors. There's something
There's something dark-sided about them.
There's something dark-sided about them.
They're not Christians.
The collection.
I hope people get that reference.
Yeah, but we're not fanatics. They're gonna be like, "Whoa, shift changed." The shift changed.
Wait, are we a religious podcast now? No, we're not. We're not. I'll tell you that right now.
But yeah, there was something off about that movie, and it shouldn't have been made anyway.
Unpopular opinion.
But
maybe
this
popular
one came
opinion.
out very well. Like, it was not disappointing, and it kind of connected to the MCU, but at the same time, it kind of didn't.
I appreciated Miss Vanessa Kirby in that role.
Did you see the popcorn bucket? And that's kind of what my topic was of the
Galactus popcorn bucket.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
This is what my topic was going to be about.
Okay.
Specifically, like, popcorn buckets. Specifically for this one, it was the head of Galactus, which is very reminiscent to the one that was for Deadpool and Wolverine, which is also very similar to the one from Dune. And if we all remember what happened online,
A lot of people are not on Twitter, so some of them do not know.
girl, use your imagination. I need you to look up the Dune bucket.
People were in the buckets.
I'm gonna bleep that out. I'm gonna bleep that out.
We're doing that to the buckets.
And then they do that for the Deadpool and Wolverine one. It's like, why did you design it that way? And then the Galactus one, like, what are you guys doing?
They know who their audience is.
Why are they doing this?
Well,
nobody's asking for this.
Good thing we didn't buy a bucket.
Hold on, let me look up the Jurassic Park one. Okay, not bad. It's like a little lab. It's like a little. What is that?
Speaking of Jurassic Park,
It looks like a Keurig.
is it true, or was this AI image created, where there was an after credit scene where Scarlett Johansson gets scratched by a dinosaur and then she turns into a dinosaur with a
Shut
ponytail, or is
up.
that real?
That's not real. Look at that. It looks like a Keurig. There's another one that's like
A little foot.
a footprint in the mud, and you put your popcorn in the footprint. That's sick. They're running out of ideas.
Why can't they just make bowls?
Whatever happened to a bowl?
Whatever happened to the paper sack?
Literally. They don't need to do all this. Why are they doing this?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I
guess that's my topic. That's my topic question. What's the question of the month? What's up with popcorn buckets?
And why are they fuckable?
Anyway. Bleep. I've been on Reddit recently.
Mm-hmm.
I know, disappointing. Specifically, I look at r/male living space. It's all one word. Where guys like take pictures of their like apartment or their house, and usually they live by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, this is my setup, like this is how I live, like, and people comment saying like, oh, this is like really cool, or some people are like, what would make this like stand out? It's like you should put this instead, you should put like wall art.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very wholesome, it's very cute.
Yeah,
I feel like if we weren't together, I mean, we talked about this, like you saw when I used to live with Kristen, like you saw my room.
You had the TV on top of a box.
Literally.
I remember that. Wow, humble beginnings, and now we live in Illinois.
I mean, I still kind of would have that same setup here.
I mean, it's functional, I guess.
I would have a foldable lawn chair, and
all I have to say is if you had that setup and you had 2 cats, your shit would be fucked up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. They would knock your TV off. They would rip a hole in your chair. Like, you would have no furniture.
Anytime we had like people over to the house in Oklahoma, they would always comment saying like, oh my God, it looks so nice. It's well decorated. And I always give you shout out. It's like, that's all him. Because if it were up to me, these walls would be barren. In fact, it wouldn't be barren. It would have one poster of...
One poster of what?
SpongeBob in like that...
that mushroom picture?
That mafia outfit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
He's wearing like a little money chain.
Yup.
Let
me look him up.
I think people had that as their like MySpace picture back in the day. And it's like, it says like thug life or something like that. It's like SpongeBob being a thug.
Yup. That's exactly what I would have up in my house.
It's because they wanted people to know that they were thug, but they were sensitive because they watched
it's
SpongeBob. It's
literally a green SpongeBob. And we'll post it on the Instagram.
Hell yeah.
But it's SpongeBob, like green hat with like diamonds on his rings and like a handful of cash.
You know what's funny? I think this was Saul's picture on his MySpace for forever.
It was.
Wow.
Look up SpongeBob Thug.
Quit playing. What do you got next?
Last one, and we'll just call it
We'll call it a night.
We'll call it a night.
Yeah.
This was like a few weeks ago, but instead of cleaning the house,
oh my God,
we were watching someone else clean. It's a YouTuber named Auri Katarina with 2 eyes, and she is a Finnish woman that cleans people's apartments, and some of them, like, she travels to other people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
And people message her and say, hey, it's usually like people that are like, hey, I have really bad depression, my life has just been, a little out of control.
Yeah, people that need help.
Yeah. And then they're aware too, and they're like, my house is a mess, can you please clean it?
Yeah.
And she does it for free.
Well, kind of.
Yes, I understand. She does it for free. Like, she doesn't charge people to clean their house because she makes more money on recording it and then putting it like on YouTube.
Yeah, she has brand deals with...
we won't say. But she has brand deals.
Happy Face Sponge.
Sure. We'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I think she kind of went viral on TikTok for a while. I want to say it was her because she cleaned a tombstone and people were mad about it. There's your connection to spooky stuff. But people were mad about it, saying that it was disrespectful, that she was just like scrubbing and cleaning this tombstone, and people were like, that's someone's relative, like they should be respectful, like they should have just left it alone. And there were so many people coming to their defense saying like, actually in our culture, like it's customary to clean tombs, like especially like for Mexico example, Dia de los Muertos, a lot of people usually go to tombs and clean them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some people go every weekend and pick up the flowers and they rearrange the tomb because the wind or somebody else accidentally knocks it off.
Yeah.
Or who knows?
So there were a lot of people coming to their defense saying or coming to her defense saying this is actually normal. You should be cleaning tombs, especially strangers' tombs. Because it's some of these people, they may have relatives that have passed away and they're they no longer have a living relative.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're oh, if I were to pass, I would want someone to clean my tomb.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was very interesting.
But yeah, I mean, instead of a cleaning a house, we just watched her clean apartments, and
it's getting the satisfaction with none of the tiredness.
Yeah.
It's you watch someone else clean and you're wow, I feel like
it's
I feel like I've been so productive today.
I wonder what that's like.
But you're not tired from cleaning or annoyed.
True.
So, thanks for listening. Please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Get Spooky Podcast. Also, email us any story suggestions or your own scary stories at getspookypodcast@gmail.com. Special thanks to Taylor Turner for the artwork, Kyle Fields for the intro music, and Leonardo for the logo redesign. Don't forget to tell someone you love how much they mean to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.